Loss of hairline can be very depressing. I'm speaking from experience. I never thought it would happen to me because I do take care of my hair. I shampoo, deep condition, doing videos, doing tips to natural hair and stuff. No one would expect me to lose my hairline, right? And that is what was very depressing for me. I'm here to tell you that it can happen to anyone, even the person with the most amazing hair. There are several reasons why one can lose their hairline. It could be genetics, as in something that can be passed on from generation to generation, but there are also other things that can compound it. So those things that can compound it are the ones that you need to try and avoid or reduce. Even the wig for wearing can damage your hairline because you put stress on your edges. It could also be because you're taking some medication, or it could be a sign that there's a medical condition that, if detected earlier, can help save your life. For me, really, I would want to encourage people to seek medical help when you see that you are having unexplained hair loss. It's not a cosmetic thing to go and see a specialist because you're losing hair. Hi everyone, this is Naturally Afrolistas. I'm back again with another video. In today's video, I'm not going to be styling my hair, but I'll be talking about 12 tips that helped me regrow my hairline or the bald spots that I had in front. This is what it was, and this is what it is now. Before we go into the 12 tips, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button and make sure you turn on your notification button so that you get notified each time I do new videos. So let's get into it. Tip number 1, know the reason why you're losing your hair or why you're losing your hairline, and then you accept to say, I'm losing my hair because of this and this, and because of this I need to take these measures. So is it because you're manipulating it too much from weaves, tight braids, you are doing too much updos and tight puffs? Or is it because you have a medical condition? Or is it hormonal or postpartum? Like in my case, it was postpartum shedding. And postpartum shedding, we all know that it's got a lot to do with hormones. So here's how it began. Pregnant with my third baby, and my hair was healthy. It was thicker. There was no shedding whatsoever. But baby came. 3 months later, I lost a lot of weight, almost less than the weight that I had, but that came with a lot of stress because of sleepless nights, and the baby had colic and all. So in the 3rd month, I noticed that my hair was weaker in the edges, and whenever I tried to comb it, it would fall. Even when I just want to do the quickest stuff, even just flat twisting without the loose flat twist, my hair would fall. Even when I just want to hold the hair like this, it would end up breaking. I noticed that my hairline was weaker and started thinning. In no time, I noticed this spot and I took a picture. Step number 2, resume my prenatal medication. Even my doctors encouraged me to continue taking my prenatal pills, but I did not. In my research, I found that I needed to continue taking my prenatal pills even after birth. But during pregnancy, the prenatal pills used to make me vomit, and I always used to have nausea, so I did not want anything to do with those prenatal pills. So when I started shedding hair, I started taking the prenatal medication, but they still gave me nausea. So I didn't want to continue with them anymore. After all, the only reason I took them was because there was a baby growing inside of me, and now there was no motivation for me to continue taking them. I think I took them for a week. I couldn't sustain it, so I stopped. So the 3rd thing I did, onion and garlic. I juiced onion and garlic and tried to do a pre-poo. So I got my onion and garlic, but instead of just putting it in the hairline or around the edges, I decided what will benefit my edges will benefit the whole head. So I put my garlic and onion juice on the scalp as my pre-poo. Cover and keep it for 30 minutes, and then I rinsed out. I only did this once because washing out the onion and garlic garlic smell took a very long time. I had to shampoo my hair like 5 times that day just to get rid of the onion and garlic smell, but I was still smelling like onion and garlic for the next 1 month. That did not work for me. I stopped. Maybe I could have tried onion juice on its own, but I hated it. I'm thinking it could work for someone else. So then I moved to step number 4, juicing carrot, because I read of the benefits of it all, and I started using the carrot juice as my pre-poo, and sometimes I would use it as my after deep conditioning. I was desperate, so I was willing to do anything that could restore my edges back. Even that, I stopped after some time. Yeah, at least I did that for 3 weekends, unlike the onion and garlic juice that I did for only 1 weekend. The first 3, I did not sustain them. I stopped. So now I'm going to those that I consistently incorporated in my regimen. So the 5th tip that helped me regrow my hair was juicing and smoothing. I decided to just take a whole new approach to my regrowth of hair. Instead of having the topical application, I decided to do it inwardly. Since I had stopped even taking my prenatal pills, I thought instead of me taking food supplements, maybe I should just do the actual fruits and veggies. So from my research, I found that carrots, celery, sunflower seeds, chia seeds, and pumpkin seeds would be good for me. I juiced them. So in my juices, I made sure there was raw spinach, raw carrot, celery, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, and chia seeds. Tip number 6, I drank a lot of water because I also wanted to clear my acne and bad skin that I had as a result of pregnancy. I think I took about 2 liters or more a day. So I wanted to hydrate inside and then complement it with outside. Tip number 7 was exercise. Believe it or not, I started exercising not because I wanted to be healthy. I would be lying if I said I started exercising because I wanted to be healthy. No, the main reason I started exercising was because I wanted to regrow my hair. It's that bad. For me, the general health or well-being was a core benefit. The biggest benefit for me was regrowing my hair, but it worked for my health as well because I was stronger, fitter, and I was less stressed. So I believe even stress also contributed to my loss of the hairline. So tip number 8 was daily scalp massages. I did daily scalp massages. I couldn't keep up with massaging the whole head, but I decided since the edges were the ones that were affected, I decided to be scalping it every day. I know you might say it's too much to scalp your edges every day. It is actually not, because every night when you go to bed, you probably scrub, wash your face, and then you re-moisturize the face. But then when you're washing your face, even your hairline is affected, especially if you wear makeup. You want to make sure that there's no makeup even around the edges. You wash off the makeup, and believe me, in washing off the makeup, especially for us with oily skin, you make sure that what you're using is something that is a good cleanser, something that will remove the makeup and the grease and the oil so that you have your pores clean and be able to breathe. So in the same vein, you find that you wash out all the necessary oils that are needed in the edges. So because of that, I came to a realization that I also need to remoisturize the edges. Our biggest moisturizer is water. So each time I rinse my face, I would put some oil in the hands, and then I just go like this, massaging it around. I made an oil mix of jojoba oil, written as jojoba but pronounced as jojoba, olive oil, sunflower oil, with some drops of essential oils, peppermint, rosemary oil, ylang-ylang or sweet orange, or lavender, depending on the scents that I want that time. The peppermint would give me the tingling sensation, is believed to be very stimulating for the scalp, and when the scalp is stimulated, it increases the blood flow to the area and then meaning there's a supply of the nutrients that you want, which would in turn be good for the follicles and regrowth of hair. Tip number 9 was loose satin cap. So I had to make myself a loose satin cap, and I changed the way I would wear it. You know, when going to bed, you want to look cute and all. So I would make sure that I would always wear it in my hairline like this, and it would be tight and nice. What I realized was I did not need any form of stress in my hairline. So what I decided to do was to make a looser satin cap, and instead of wearing it in the hairline area, I wore it somewhere in the forehead. The downside is when you wake up in the morning, you find a bit of elastic marks here, but they disappear as soon as you wash your face. We go to tip number 10, healthy hair care regimen using the lock method. I know this is something obvious, but I made sure I followed a healthy hair care regimen. When I shampoo my hair with healthy products, I made sure that that was followed up with a deep condition. I made sure I concentrated on the edges as well. I moisturized using leave-in conditioners, and then I sealed with oils, and I also sealed with shea butter, and I would always end with a scalp massage around the edges. So that is a given. Tip number 11, I resorted to no protective styles, no updos, no bands for a good 1 year, or let me say up to the time the baby turned 1 year, because I started noticing the shedding when he was about 3 to 4 months. By the time he turned 1 year, I at least tried to do some bands, and even when I did those bands, they were very loose bands, and I even stopped using gels in the edges, because again, when you want to use gel, it means you want to slicken the edges, because that would be tempting to make sure that my edges are pulled up tight. So in not doing protective styles and bands, one would ask to say, then what did you do? How did you style your hair? I did a lot of braid outs. I just changed the sizing and the product. So I experimented. Now I know which products would give me amazing braid outs, curly, and which ones would give me just an afro-ish. So I made sure my hair was loose, just like the way it is. It's something presentable. I wouldn't even comb much, but of course I would detangle, because you need to detangle when your hair is falling out, especially for 4C hair. When you leave the tangles, you create more knots and stuff like that. I wore my hair loose for the most part, and the beauty is it helped me conceal the edges. No one could tell that I'm losing my edges, except I had to come out clean. I said it on my own on my Facebook page, because I thought I'm putting my hair out there so that I help people out there. With that comes another problem, because your hair is not protected from the elements and wind, sun, clothes. So you find that again you create another problem where the ends now are splitting. I think I had the most trims this 1 year that I was trying to regrow my edges. But then again, when you look at it, which one would you rather have? Long hair with no edges, or a head full of hair with leveled hair without split ends? So I chose to have a head full of hair. I'm not going to lie to you to say I don't care about length, like most people say that they care about the health of hair and not the length. I'm not going to lie. I care about length. I want my hair to grow. I badly want my hair to grow. As much as I want it to be healthy, I want it to grow. In fact, that's my main aim, to grow my hair. But in growing my hair, I should be able to enjoy styling it. So tip number 12 is time. They say time heals. True, time heals. You have to be patient. So I decided to let my hair be and do its own thing. But one thing I'll tell you is I was frustrated, and I thought if it continued falling and it fell more than just around here and here, I was going to cut it. I already made a plan that I was going to just shave it just here, more like a mohawk. I was just going to shave just here and then dye the rest of it. But thank God it stopped, I think after 1 or 2 months. When I realized that it had stopped falling, that's when I decided, oh, okay, maybe let me try to just regrow it. So that's when I continued with all the other tips that I've mentioned, just continued to look after it. And in no time, I started noticing some growth until now my edges are back. When you compare this to this, I have my edges back. Here I did not have hair, but now I can even do my length check like that. So this is the amount of growth I have. It's been about 1 year, 8 months. Even this side, this is the growth. I don't know if you can see, this is the growth I have. So why am I doing this? I'm showing you this because I want you to have realistic expectations. There is no magic product that will regrow your hair overnight or even in 1 week. Not even the onion and garlic will give you the results that you want in 1 day, overnight, 1 week, or try this product and that product. It's a whole lot of things that you need to change. You need to have a regimen to follow. I'm not saying you follow exactly what I did, but I'm just pointing out to say this is what I did. It could help you. You could change it up. Just like I failed to do the onion and garlic, other people managed to do the onion and garlic. Other people have even used the boiled guava leaves. So do what works for you. The thing is, you don't just have to sit and wait for a miracle to happen. Do something about it and see what will work for you, but you have to set realistic expectations. Do not expect changes overnight or 1 week. I can assure you it took 1 year for me to notice some considerable change that I'm actually proud of. I really do hope you reconsider the way you style your hair. You can manage to not pull on your edges. So all I'm going to say right now is hair is different. What works for me might not work for you, and what works for you might not work for me. So do you, but try to get information here and there, and then you come up with your own solution and listen to your hair. It will give you pointers. So for now, good luck regrowing your hairline. Thank you for watching and thank you for subscribing. If you are not subscribed, please do subscribe and turn on your notification button. Invite everyone and share it with everyone who is currently going through a hairline problem. So bye. See you in the next video, and please visit us at Afrolistas Salon. We're located in Main Ward, Ibex, for more healthy hair tips, styling options, and products. Yes, we do have a lot of products. Here's me now doing a happy dance and showing off my edges.